God-level duplication system. Chapter 6. Lin Xuan had the upper hand. Lin Xuan thought for a moment. Using 6,000 energy points, duplication successful. Obtained top-grade cultivation talent. Consumed 500 energy points. Duplicated successfully. Obtained collapsing slash, rank 2 mid-grade, small completion in an instant. Lin Xuan had completed the replication. Lin Xuan chose to use these skills. Congratulations, host, you have improved your cultivation talent. Congratulations, host has obtained the small success rank 2 mid-grade martial skill, collapsing slash. A warm current flowed through Lin Xuan's body. He felt that his strength had once again increased by a lot. After that, Lin Xuan looked at the attribute panel. Divine level duplication system. Host, Lin Xuan. Realm, body refinement level 7. Talent, top grade cultivation talent, low grade strength talent, low grade speed talent. Martial skill, collapsing slash, rank 2 mid-grade, small completion, boulder shattering fist, low grade rank 2, peak stage, rolling rock fist, top grade rank 1, grade completion. Energy points, 14,000. Walk space, 7. Lin Xuan's attribute panel had undergone a huge change. Lin Xuan also had some confidence in the upcoming competition. All of this happened in the span of a breath. No one noticed Lin Xuan's unusual behavior. At this time, Lin Yun's cold voice came from the opposite side. I don't know who gave you the courage to challenge me. Lin Yun looked over with a cold expression. However, since you dare to come, you have to pay the price. Just wait for your failure. Lin Yun attacked as soon as he finished his words. Lin Yun took a step forward and rushed towards Lin Xuan. Lin Yun threw out a punch. Jade shattering fist. Lin Yun's fist swept across the air, and instantly, the air in front of him exploded. Lin Yun's violent fist force pierced through layers and layers of energy towards Lin Xuan. Lin Yun's punch was more than a few times stronger than Lin Hei's previous punch. At least, it was impossible for Lin Hai to take this punch. All the disciples in the surroundings were staring at this scene. Their faces changed when they felt the power of Lin Yun's punch. It could be said that none of the disciples on the scene could withstand the power of Lin Yun's punch. On the contrary, they would suffer serious injuries. All the disciples looked at Lin Xuan. They wanted to see how Lin Xuan would deal with this. On the arena, Lin Xuan's expression also turned serious. However, since Lin Xuan dared to challenge Lin Yun, he naturally had something to rely on. What he relied on was the fact that his talent had increased by quite a bit. After that, Lin Xuan also threw out a punch. Boulder shattering fist. It was also a low-grade rank 2 martial art. The power of Lin Xuan's fist force was also extraordinary. When the disciples on the scene saw this, they couldn't help but cry out in shock. Lin Xuan still chose to fight Lin Yun head-on. This caused them to be in disbelief. Everyone knew that body refinement stage could temper a person's physique. The biggest change in this realm was the increase in strength. The strength of a body refinement level 9 was more than double that of a body refinement level 7. If Lin Xuan were to face this punch, his right arm would probably be crippled. Lin Xuan might end up in a miserable state. Some of the disciples turned their heads away. They couldn't bear to see what would happen next. Under everyone's gaze. In the next moment, on the arena, their two fists collided. A loud sound was heard, as if two huge rocks had collided. After their fists collided, they immediately separated. And the result this time had once again exceeded everyone's expectations. Everyone saw the two of them retreat after punching. The miserable cries that everyone had imagined did not appear. Instead, the two of them each retreated 10 meters before stabilizing their bodies. They were completely unharmed. Furthermore, the distance Lin Yun retreated was 3 meters more than Lin Xuan's. In other words, this time, it was Lin Xuan who had the upper hand. The scene fell into a dead silence. Everyone was stunned. They looked at the scene in front of them with disbelief. They only regained their senses after a few breaths. In an instant, the entire martial arts practice field was bustling with noise and excitement. I'm not dreaming, am I? Lin Xuan and Lin Yun had a direct confrontation, but it was Lin Xuan who had the upper hand. When did Lin Xuan become so strong? Everyone was discussing amongst themselves. They were extremely noisy. The way they looked at Lin Xuan was also filled with deep shock. No one had thought that this would be the result. In this battle, not only was Lin Xuan not killed in an instant, he even gained the upper hand after exchanging a punch with Lin Yun. This scene caused everyone to be in disbelief for a long time. Even Lin Xian, who knew Lin Xuan very well, stood rooted to the spot in shock. Lin Xuan is so strong. Perhaps there is hope. Lin Xian muttered incomprehensible words. Impossible. This is impossible. On the other side, Lin Hai roared in a low voice, his eyes turning red. Lin Yun was at a disadvantage. Compared to the time when he lost to Lin Xuan with a single punch, this incident had shocked him even more. He couldn't believe it. Lin Yun was at the peak of the body refinement level 9, while Lin Xuan was only at the body refinement level 7. They were two big realms away from each other. With such a huge gap, Lin Xuan had the upper hand. How could Lin Hai dare to believe this fact? On the high platform, the expressions of the upper echelons of Lin family froze and they were all shocked. This scene had also exceeded their expectations. Lin Xuan's talent is not bad. After a while, the patriarch, Lin Kixing, swept his gaze over the white-robed middle-aged man sitting not far away. He suppressed the emotions in his heart and said dryly, "That's right. Lin Xuan is not bad." The rest of the people also agreed. Not far away, the middle-aged man in white looked at Lin Xuan on the arena and revealed a smile. On the arena. Congratulations to host for obtaining the surprise of a chi-gathering stage middle stage warrior, Lin Xuan. Energy plus 357. Congratulations to host for obtaining the surprise of a chi transformation stage middle stage, Lin Xuan energy plus 749. When Lin Xuan heard the cold notification sound, he also revealed a smile. The result of this attack was also out of his expectations. He did not expect that after he merged Lin Hai, Lin Yun, and Li He's innate talents with him, his strength would increase by so much. He was still a body refinement level 7, but he was still the one who had the upper hand in the fight against Lin Yun, who was at the peak of the body refinement level 9. Lin Xuan was also very happy. He now had more confidence in the following matches. After that, Lin Xuan glanced at the tall platform. His desire for the higher-ups of Lin family had increased. Even if it was just the treasure he obtained from Lin Yun, it would still allow him to advance his strength to this level. If he could obtain all the treasures from the higher-ups of the Lin family, how powerful would his strength be? He couldn't even imagine it. His desire to become a middle stage was even greater. The only pity was that his cultivation base was still low, so he could only replicate other people's treasures and talents within 10 meters. He could only wait for the right time. After that, he looked at Lin Yun, who was standing opposite of him, and his fighting intent surged. If he could defeat Lin Yun, he would be able to replace him and become the new number 1 genius of Lin family. At that time, it was very likely that he would be summoned by the patriarch to the high platform within 10 meters of him. Then, he would be able to use the duplication ability to his heart's content.